Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my Minecraft survival single-player world. I'm Malign Mysticality, and between episodes, I got a little bit of stuff done, mostly just fixing my inventory. So as you can see, I have my two diamond picks back, and I have an extra set. The extra set we are going to put into a chest inside just so that if I die, I already have my picks back. I'm not going to work on it right now because it's so much trading to get there, but I am going to try to get a complete hotbar of extra tools that I'm going to put in one of the shelves upstairs here. So one of these rows of shelves is just going to be a complete replacement hotbar. Eventually, I'd like to have all three just be complete replacement hotbars. And what those are going to look like at the end are going to be a stack of food, a shield, a stack of torches, my axe, my picks, a shovel, have a complete set of tools, have all of the basic stuff that I'm going to need. And then the goal would also be to have an armor equipper somewhere in this room where I can just walk in and get all of my armor and be out the door in a matter of seconds. I'll also eventually be moving the bed up here, make this the bedroom space, so that if I die, I respawn, I step in the armor equipper, I grab my hotbar of stuff, and I am out the door, ready to go. So that's the goal with that. I'm going to start working on that kind of between episodes, getting all of the gear together for it. I didn't get any new villager huts in, mostly because I was predominantly focused on getting books and doing all of my trades. I did get some extra emeralds here saved up, so we're good there. Once I get some other people in, and I've been trading iron, just all kinds of iron. Unfortunately, sugarcane output is a bit slow. So this is what we have because I haven't been touching it. Meanwhile, bamboo is, yeah, backed up into this hopper. So I need to start doing something with bamboo. I will eventually probably be feeding this into a auto-crafter system. Or not an auto-crafter system. Well, eventually, yes, an auto-crafter system, but first I'm probably going to start using it as furnace fuel, just as a temporary use for all of this bamboo. Let's see. Right now, my current goal is to start collecting Eyes of Ender. Or, Ender Pearls so I can make Eyes of Ender, because we got... What do you call it? Blaze rods in the end. So I'm going to start working on that, which just means waiting for today to end, or going back to the nether, but I'd rather do it here in the overworld at night. Just so that I don't have to worry about ghasts more than anything else, because they can be a monumental pain. So, I am going to pick a couple spots, probably out that way towards where I've got the villager breeder, honestly. Pick a good place, put up a little Enderman roof, and then wait for some to spawn, so that hopefully we can start getting geared towards finding the stronghold. So, I'll see you guys back when it's nighttime and we are hunting our Ender friends. Well, we've had a bit of a setback. I figured I wasn't having much luck here on the surface finding ender pearls, so I went to the nether, and a hoglin knocked me into, or not a hoglin, one of the nether pigs. Yeah, hoglins. Knocked me into lava. So I guess I'm glad I made an extra set of picks. Uh, I am going to spend a little bit of time getting caught back up. I guess I need to get a few more villager trade boost set up. So today is going to be more infrastructure stuff because I got knocked into lava. So I'll bring you guys back in when we've got something more interesting. I'll probably have a time lapse of getting a couple more villager houses built, just because I know I'm going to need some more villagers to do what we're doing here. So we'll see where we're at soon in a couple minutes here. All right, guys, I have been trading for a couple of hours at this point, just to get the emeralds and the books and everything else I need for this. The shovel I have right now is just a shovel that actually I got from killing zombies at the experience grinder, where I'm heading back to in just a moment. But we got our axe back. We've got the picks, obviously, we had those. And I have enchanted books for all of our equipment. Everything is Thorns 3, Unbreaking 3, Protection 4, Mending, with the exception of the helmet, which has all of that, as well as Aqua Affinity and Respiration 3. So by the time we're done here, we're going to have a nearly perfect set of armor. We're going to be missing, a couple potential enchantments like Soul Sneak, Feather Falling for the boots. There's a few things we're not going to have, but for where we're at right now, all I had to do was add in one additional. These were excess items. That's all Aqua Affinity books to level one of these guys up. But he's got Thorns. He has, I guess I'll pick that up, Protection 3. And then he got Aqua Affinity and Infinity. I was hoping that last trade would be another book. It didn't end up being one. He's got Thorns 3 and Thorns 1, which is not great, not ideal, but a bunch of trading to get here. Oh, I actually want that book for my bow. Hold on. Okay, let's do this. Let's toss the pile again. There we go. Anyways, I'm going to go stand at the experience farm for probably another couple of hours to get caught back up to where we were. Technically ahead of where we were, because we'll be in diamond armor that's fully enchanted rather than whatever iron armor I was able to kind of cobble together. So we will be in a far better place to move forward after the setback. I still need to add more toolsmiths so I can try to get a diamond shovel in place as well. So I may end up doing that, but unfortunately, today's pretty much just turned into a getting back to square one day. I lost a lot of stuff falling into lava there, and now I just need to break even. So, once I'm all caught up, I will see where we're at video-wise. We're going to have a little bit more time, I think, but not a whole lot. This has pretty much just been a very boring I died catch-up day, so. Back to breaking swords at the mob grinder, and I'll bring you guys in when I've got anything interesting to share. So see you on the other side of yet another very long grind. All right, guys, it took a while, but we're doing okay. We've got all the food, or I'm sorry, we've got all of the armor set up, enchanted. We are going to be a lot sturdier now moving forward. We've got our axe and our picks. I think for the rest of this episode, I'm just going to take it easy. I'm going to bring you guys along with me while we build another one of these huts, bring over a couple more villagers, and hopefully get a toolsmith who will sell us a shovel. I'm going to do this one, and we're going to do it out of jungle and bamboo. Did I leave any jungle wood over here, or do I need to go grab some? I know bamboo I need to go grab, but we have so much bamboo, it's not even funny. I've been doing so much trading. It's not even funny. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was just kind of chainmail armor I got through the mob grinder that... Okay, no, we gotta silence those guys real quick. Thank you. I almost forgot about this part. Silence me, and we'll have an extra one. Well, actually, we'll end up needing to buy another one, but... The other benefit, too, is that because they're named, we'll see their name if we're looking at them, if they're within range to interact with, so... See if we can find one who isn't. These guys are both within range. These guys are both within range. Basically, if they're just in that very far back corner, we can't quite reach them. No, everyone's in range. But we need a toolsmith who will buy shovels. And there's honestly nothing wrong with having more toolsmiths anyways. That just lets me get emeralds faster. And that's something I desperately need. Speaking of which, I'm gonna need 2 more smithing tables. Okay, yeah, it's just wood and iron. It's not like I don't have a good way to get more iron. But we'll grab some wood, and we will start figuring out the next stages here. I think beneath the sugarcane and bamboo farm, I'm going to build a couple of things in like a basement area. I'm going to build a little auto crafter factory to just turn bamboo into various things. Obviously sticks, bamboo blocks, bamboo planks, basically all the common stuff you're going to want to make with a wood type that isn't just like composters and stuff like that that are easy to do. Actually, I could make an auto crafter for lecterns since we're probably going to be making a ton of... Anyways, that's a future thing. I've got a lot of stuff I've got to put into... Why am I looking at that one? We want some jungle wood. We'll just take a full stack with us. And then some bamboo. I'm really glad that I spent the time out here while I was AFKing over there anyways to just gather a bunch of wood, because it's made getting these houses put together a lot faster. So, there's a lot of things that I want to work on, a lot of things that I need to do. But right now, we are just taking a beat, and we are going to try to finish off our equipment set. If I see any Endermen, I will kill them for their pearls, but I had no luck when I was AFKing, or not AFKing, when I was out at night up here. So I thought I would do some piglin trading, and it turns out that was a terrible choice on my part. Just do that. Just so it's clean. Okay, and then planks, and then all of the sub stuff that we're going to need. And I'm probably going to need more than this, to be honest. And this is why autocrafters would be good for all of this, because then I don't have to... do all of this bit by bit here. I could just run up and grab the things I need. And then 3 sets of those. 5 for the front, and then 1 for the roof. Already got this ready. I don't have any more redstone on me. At some point, I'm going to have to go collect more redstone. Eventually, I'd like to find the nearest witch hut, but I know that it's like 2,000 blocks to the nearest swamp, so it's not anywhere close enough for me to go do anything too active there right now. But still got to get a string farm going, because I have a desperate lack of string. You know, just like I have the, what do you call it? The trapdoors with them, I should just set up a little, chime somewhere in here that's just, you know, like a daylight sensor in the roof or, you know, tucked. For example, like, where this pillar is, have a, note block and then have directly on top of it the daylight sensor, or, you know, maybe do like a partially covered area up here. I don't know. I'm sure I can find somewhere to put it, but just have a chime to go off when I'm able to sleep, so that there's no second guessing about it. What stone am I think this would look good with either smooth stone or cobblestone. I've got a bunch of stuff over here. What do I got? I have a bunch of smooth stone. Let's do smooth stone for this one. Oh, I already have some smooth stone stairs too. Perfect. See how that looks. We don't need those for a minute. We will need that. Actually, we do need that. And then the stairs. Perfect. And then the trapdoors. Yeah, no, I think that's going to be good. Maybe I'll swap this for cobblestone, but we'll see how it looks once it's all done with the roof and everything in place. Okay, that's good. That's good. I don't need that. I need that. Perfect. All right. Let's knock out the rest of this one. Okay, and then we're going to fill in up here. So yeah, I don't know. Today was kind of a day of setbacks and I guess a realization that I should have been a little more prepared for what I was doing today. Which, you know, it happens. We cannot let setbacks ruin our good time. We learn from them, and we do better next time. So, now those should be closed. Perfect. And now... Nope. Try that again. Those should be open. Fabulous. And then on top of that, we need our bamboo trap door, which if I place it like that, should be correct. I know that these will open right at nighttime, so you'll hear those right as the sun kind of starts to set, long before, but honestly, it's not really a super noticeable detail, and during the day, when you're predominantly going to see this place anyways, you won't really notice. It's just kind of a slight divot into the roof. I could do something else here with another kind of transparent block, but I think for now that's fine. All right, now we need our stuff. So we're one. That. Come over to one past. Almost like I've built one or two of these by this point. There, and then from there it's going to become slabs. Here, here, and here, and then from there it's going to become slabs. Then we do the same thing off the back. Then we've still got to fill in the walls down below, but I want to see this thing with the roof on too, so that I can kind of make sure that I'm okay with this wood type. If not, it'll be really easy to swap out, or I'm sorry, the stone. Be really easy to swap out the smooth stone for cobblestone if need be. Which, I don't know. I feel like this will be fine, but cobblestone might look better. I'm glad to see, though, I did space this out correctly, I think. Actually, I might push this over a couple blocks, because the roof of this is going to be right alongside this one. I don't want that, so I can't push it back, so it's got to go over. I'll probably have that actually be the corner of that one. I don't know, because then that block right there, the corners would be touching, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, so I'm going to swing those to that side and then use this back area for a back garden or something. Didn't quite plan that one out right. That's all right. This one's in a good spot. Okay, and then we should be able to come down here. We do that, that, and that. And then we pull these across. I know the roof and stuff is going to be consistent either way, so we're not too terribly worried about that. I am going to leave this part as bamboo. The only part I'm really concerned about the appearance of is going to be the stone. It is a little plain, but I think it'll be fine. Shift and do that. There we go. Nice and centered, all taken care of. I may also want to go with like cobbled deep slate or something instead too. That could be. I'll see how it looks like this first, and then we'll decide. Because I know the jungle. Actually, I don't know. I'm torn. I'm gonna have to think about this one for a bit. When I bring them in, it'll be easier to leave this side open. So we will close up everything else. And then off that center block, we're just going to put that torch. Don't need those in the offhand anymore. My zombie grinder made shovel. It's nowhere near as good as what we had before, but our goal is to get diamond for that anyways. So it's all right that it's not as good as it was before. The next one will be better. I mean, better is kind of a dubious term here, I guess, because it was already Instamine, but workstation there, workstation there. Oh, you know what? I did need 4 more bamboo trapdoors because I use the same wood type for the bed head and foot boards. The little bunk bed situation. Speaking of which, I need my shears and to grab some wool real quick from our ever helpful. Do I have any already in? I do. Nifty. Just need one more then. May as well harvest all of the white. I'm keeping all of the villager beds white just because it seems like a lot of work trying to color coordinate the beds that go in the houses too, so I'll save myself that little bit of time. Okay. And then we will do that. And that. And here. On top of it. And... Ooh, actually, I kind of like that. I've been kind of trying to figure out which wood type looks best for this specific application. I think that using those for the head and feet for the bed looks really good. Looking at some of the other ones, right? Here you've got the jungle, and it's got the handle on it, so it... Why on earth are you messing with the trapdoors? I don't love that. This one should have spruce. Or I'm sorry, no, this one has dark oak. That's right. I used the dark oak accents instead of the spruce on this one just to mix it up. The dark oak looks good, I think, but it kind of contrasts with the color of the footboards on the bed. That one's also dark oak. This one's spruce. The spruce is one of my favorite trapdoors, but I don't think it looks the best here. Did I... That one's also spruce. Interesting. I didn't use the oak. I don't think I've used oak on any of them, actually. Huh, I'll have to change that. But the bamboo looks really good. I'm actually really happy with that. So we are going to sleep, then we're going to grab our boats and go pick up a couple more villagers from the breeder. I keep finding villagers, too, in the breeder who have somehow gotten up to where the beds are. And I have no good explanation for that, but every time I find them, well, we'll just say my collection of villager heads gets a little larger. Which is good, because eventually I'm going to go through and do a bunch of armor stand posing through the area. And, well, having heads already for my armor stands is going to be nice. Actually, speaking of which, do I have... I might as well, while I'm here, grab a couple more name tags. I'm going to need them. And we're going to name them Silence Me, just like this one. So that whatever villagers we bring over, we can already silence, and then we'll have the ones for the next set of villagers done as well. Yeah, and they technically don't stack because they weren't done at the same time. Oh, I capitalized these ones. What am I doing? I don't think I can do that. Hold on. There we go. Okay. That's why they didn't stack. Okay. We've got that. Let's put away our extra wood here for now. And grab... Should probably grab a stack of torches just to have on me. But more importantly, our boats. We can put away this redstone. We can put away that extra wool for now. These can go back in that one. Okay. Ooh, all right. What's funny is we were into this before, and I've taken out a bunch of stacks, and we're still in here, which means that I took out 18 stacks of bamboo, and we've gained more. We haven't quite gained, 18 stacks, but we've gained enough that it's still in there. Interesting. There's some magma blocks down there. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our boat around. And we're going to place this one. We're going to back it into this very loud corner. We're going to hop out. Oop. And if my mouse would move properly... We're going to get these guys out of the corner. Rather ineptly, I did a bad job there, but, you know, we have spares. It's fine. I lost my couple of scaffolding when we were there, so for the moment, I have to use other spare blocks to get these guys up. I back up far enough, and I kind of keep jumping, though I can coax them up ledges like that. All right, and then we bring them along the way. Past the bees. We're going to stay at this level by cutting across this way. And this is what I've been doing every time we get new villagers in. It's a little faster if I have scaffolding and I can just cut up there, but it doesn't make too big of a difference. We just bring them up to where they catch on there, hop them up there, and then get them to hop up this one. And then we can drag them through the village. And as long as we do this early in the day, we've got nothing but time to escort our friends into their new forever home. Though I don't have their workstations yet, so we're going to have to work on that. I should have left these popped out, actually. Because the other part is I just need to get them up further. Come on. Onto there. And I can seal that off. And I just want to have them roughly centered on these half slabs. Oh, come on. You know what? I'll deal with that in a minute. Need to grab back some of the blocks I just put away to clear our inventory. Grab the bamboo, and then I also need to craft our 2 smithing tables. Both of these guys are going to be toolsmiths. I have most of the enchantments I'd like. I would love to get feather falling. That's one of the big ones that I don't have yet. But basically, from this point until I am done with these guys, I don't need to leave. I might need to leave. You might as well go too. I used the wrong pick. That's fine. Well, we're gonna do that all over again, but I'll speed it up this time around so you don't have to sit through the whole thing. That was painful, but hey, my villager head collection grows. How late are we in the day? About halfway. Okay, I'll get them up here and then I'll have to sleep, but that's fine. As I said, we've got spares. Come on. Get out of the wall. There we go. Okay. Let's try this again and hit the boat instead of the villagers this time. If I can. We'll see. Okay. Honestly, this takes so little time, I may just, you know, drag you guys along for the problem. This time, though, I plan to hit the boat instead of the villager sitting in it. We'll see how that goes for me. I also really need to do something about the torch spam. It's a little out of hand. Yeah. I mean, honestly, this has become a quick enough process that it's really not that bad anymore. I mean, look at that. I used, what, a quarter of a day? And I'm already back with more villagers, so... I think I'm getting a little bit better at hauling our hapless friends around. There we go. This time, we're going to... I need you a little further this way, guys. Come on. There we go. Do that. Okay. Carefully. Perfect. We're going to do this, and we are going to do these one at a time. Technically, it doesn't really matter what they get, actually, because I won't know on these ones until they are fully leveled up, so... Let's just grab some emeralds. And begin the whole loop again! Since we've got to level these guys up to the second to last level, because the last level, I believe, is guaranteed to be a diamond pick. Which is fine. They may have a better option for a diamond pick, but I don't really need them to be all the way leveled up to know for sure if they have what I'm looking for. I need to get to the second to last level to find out if they have a shovel. Either way, though, if they will buy iron, I am fully on board. You know, I think I'm going to switch it to cobblestone, or maybe cobbled deep slate. I think it's a little too smooth. Also, I still need to fill this in and silence them. So. Grab these. There we go. I don't even want them. I just need them to level up. Perfect. Oh, good. You'll buy iron. You'll buy iron. Fabulous. Let me go grab iron. Because we are going to have a lot of iron to go through. This just means that everything I do with villagers from this point forward will be slightly faster. Because it's 2 more iron trades. Okay, iron pick, iron shovel. Level up. Oh, you'll buy again. Fabulous. Will you? Yes, you will. Yes! Efficiency 2 shovel. What did you get? Ooh, Fortune 1 Efficiency 3 shovel. Yours is 19. How much was yours? 16. Oh, yeah. No, for the difference in price, give me a shovel. Thank you. Fortune 1, efficiency 2 for 21. Fortune 1, efficiency 2 for 23. Okay. So, that's fine. I suppose I can keep a diamond hoe just to have the full set. Now we need to get the books together to get a fully upgraded. Okay. That's fine. We have a lot more people to buy iron now. Well, not a lot more, but some more. And iron is not something that is in short supply. We have more than we will ever need. And if it ever runs low, I can just AFK for a couple more days. So, uh, you are my mending villager. I don't have my books on me. Grab books. So many books. All of these books, by the way, come from buying bookshelves from villagers and collecting them that way. Might as well put mending on the hoe so I never need to, get another one. What else did you have? Nothing I need right now. Can you buy again? You can. Perfect. What about the rest of yous? Perfect. Hello, kitty cat. If I was a worse person, I would take this as an opportunity to get string. Okay, and you have reset. Perfect. Oh, you have too, after I just looked at it. Okay, that gets us some emeralds, at least. Okay, so we've got mending. We need to get efficiency for the shovel. Not really for the hoe, because a diamond hoe will pretty much already insta-mine anything that a hoe is needed for. Unbreaking. Fortune for the hoe wouldn't be bad for the field. Okay. I've got a bunch of books to get, is the summation of the next couple minutes. So even more of what I was doing before. Let's see. Fortune for the hoe. We will get unbreaking for both. We will get my inventory a little bit organized here. So we have the shovel, we have the hoe, we have unbreaking and unbreaking. We have fortune for the hoe, mending for both. So you have efficiency 4. Nope. I said efficiency. Do I not have? I don't have enough diamonds. Of course I don't have enough diamonds. Okay. Or, I'm sorry, emeralds, not diamonds. So what we come down to now is put our boats away. Let's put these iron swords away. Eventually, I'll make one with sweeping edge and mending and all that, and just keep it down with the mob farm, but I think I need to go grab some more iron from the iron farm, which is great. I've been AFKing there every time I pull items out of it, just so that it can stay mostly stocked up, but I'm going to have to do another AFK session between episodes here just to get it fully restocked again. The sheer amount of iron we're going through is ridiculous, but I am going to continue trading up until I have the rest of our tools done, and I guess I will bring you guys back in once I am done with all of that. Alright guys, we've got our hoe and our shovel and all of the books that we're going to add to them. I'm going to go remove the enchantments from the shovel, and then go down to the mob grinder and get these things finished out. Then we will have a complete equipment set, including, well, The only thing that we're going to be missing is a sword, but we're using an axe for combat anyways. The only thing we actually use a sword for right now is for the mob grinder for sweeping edge. So getting a sharpness 5, sweeping edge, mending sword to use down there would probably be the smartest choice, but that's slightly a later problem. So for now, let's grab... I think I have an iron sword in one of these chests. I know I just put a couple down somewhere. That'll do. Shouldn't take too long. It is a lot faster to get the emeralds we need now that we have that extra house up there, though. And we'll probably have a few more houses that are just toolsmiths for that reason, just to very, speed up the rate at which we can get emeralds. But I'm really hoping that this is going to be the last episode that features a lot of villager trading. From here, I'm going to do a lot of stuff in the background. Between episodes, I am going to AFK for iron. I'm going to trade to get a bunch of emeralds. And then I am going to get a couple of complete sets of replacement tools and a couple of complete sets of replacement armor ready, so that worst case scenario, should I die, I can instantly re-equip and then between episodes be able to very easily restock and refill. But part of that is just getting a large number of emeralds already available. So I'm going to be standing here at the mob grinder for a while. So I think this is where I'm going to leave it for now. I'll bring you guys back on the other side once we're done, and we'll do an outro, but yeah, it's been pretty much just a I messed up, let's get caught up again episode, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, guys. Welcome back. So, I swapped out the smooth stone for cobbled deep slate, and I think it's a lot better. This is a very bright tone, so having something darker next to it, I might split the difference and try tough as well, but I think this is pretty good. Anyways, what I've gotten done is we now have our full set of armor, enchanted, our full set of tools, including our shovel with silk touch, efficiency, unbreaking, and mending, our hoe with silk touch, efficiency, breaking, and unbreaking, and mending, and a bow with power 5, unbreaking 3, and infinity. So, we are far better set up than we were before. Pretty much ready to tackle mostly anything, as long as I don't fall in lava like an idiot. So, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to gather up a bunch of gold. I'm going to put on some gold boots or something. Go to the nether and do a bunch of piglin trading to get fire resist potions, just to kind of save myself some future headache, but I'll do that between episodes. The next episode, one of the big things that really needs to be taken care of is I need to get a chicken cooker going, because mostly these guys I'm keeping around for wool, these guys I'm mostly keeping around for leather. Having just a continuous source of food that I don't have to think about, that can be just somewhere, probably in the caves underground, where I'm not going to hear it all the time, but I can pop in and grab, stacks of food and leave. Seems like a really good idea. Plus, that gets me the feather situation sorted. I'll never have to worry about feathers. And honestly, beyond building a chicken cooker, I don't really have much use for eggs, so I'll probably keep a couple stacks around somewhere in a chest, but not many. So, we are going to call the episode here, I think. Because at this point, there's not really much left for me to do. I don't have time enough to start any other projects because I ended up spending all of my time just getting caught back up. So, next episode, we're going to build the chicken cooker, and then I think we're just going to do piglin trading to get our ender pearls for now. What I'll probably do is I'll take one of these silence me name tags, name a piglin, and then lock it in a hole so it can't despawn somewhere close to, if not right at my nether entrance. Make just a little piglin bartering spot, kind of like these guys have a dedicated spot. Just have a piglin in a spot where I can just barter with him. He can't escape, and I can return to the same guy every time. But anyways, we are a bit better off right now than we were at the start of the episode, despite various mishaps that got in the way there. So I'm going to call it here. Hopefully we have a few less mishaps in the next one. Thanks so much for coming along on the adventure. If you're liking what you're seeing, you can subscribe to keep up. There's playlists on the channel for everything else we're doing. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.